Pitch football outside Selhurst Park. Sir, give us your immediate reaction to the game.
Well, we played extremely well in the first half. We should have scored, we didn't. We gave away a poor goal, but at least we got the draw. And hopefully we'll get something before the game's over.
Crystal Palace love a draw this season. There's been so many draws.
We've been terrible as far as scoring goals is concerned. We just can't score. It's a problem.
Right decision to part company with Patrick Vieira. What's your take?
I think so, yeah. Although I don't know if Hodgson was the right choice, but he's with us now, we'll see. Hopefully we'll stay up.
I was going to ask you that. Have Palace got enough about them to retain their Premier League status this season?
I've just said to somebody we're limping along, and hopefully we'll limp along to survival. But who knows?
Hodgson, end of the season, do you think someone else will come in? Who would you like to come in?
I haven't a clue. I just want to stay up, and then we'll think about the manager next time.
With me, I've got Crystal Palace fan. Desmond, give us your immediate reaction to the game.
We played a lot better today. Chances on goal. Haven't had shots like this in a long while. Very happy with what I'm seeing. Long may it continue.
Right decision to part company with Patrick Vieira. What's your take on it, Des?
Sad to see Patrick go. I can see why. It was the right decision, I think. How sad it may be, but it was the right decision for him to go.
What did you make of the team's performance under Roy Hodgson today?
Good. It's a step up.
Really?
Yeah, step up. From what it was, we're going the wrong way. We've had more shots on goal today than we've had this year. So that's telling. Yeah, as long as we keep like this, we're going in the right direction to stay up in the division.
Roy Hodgson next season, or do you think someone else will come in if he can steady the ship and keep Palace in the Premier League?
I've got no problems with Roy being there. He steadies the ship and keeps us in the Premiership. Why not?
Can he do it? Have Palace got enough about them to retain their Premier League status this season?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we have, definitely.
I'm joined by Crystal Palace fan Keith Borrow. Great to have you with me, Keith. How are you, mate?
Yeah, I'm good. I enjoyed it today.
I'll ask you that. What's your reaction to the football today? How do you assess Crystal Palace's performance?
Much more positive today. We really went for it, and that was great to see.
Are you pleased with the appointment of former manager Roy Hodgson, with him returning to Crystal Palace? What's your take on it?
Well, after seeing that, yes, I am. I wasn't so sure before, but yeah, I really enjoyed that. It was positive.
Do you think it was a right decision to part company with former manager Patrick Vieira? What's your take on it?
Well, sadly, it just wasn't going well with Vieira, and I loved him, but it wasn't going well. They'd lost confidence, and it wasn't good.
Are you confident Palace have got enough about them to stay away from the relegation fight this season and retain their Premier League status?
No. No, I don't think we've got the goal scorers.
Is it a worry for you, the fact that Palace aren't, like you say, they're not scoring a lot of goals? They are drawing a lot of games, but they're not converting them chances.
Yeah, we have to score. We have to score. Everyone else is coming up, and we're going to get caught.
I suppose on the plus side of that, you have got some of the easier games to play, where Patrick Vieira did play a lot of the harder fixtures.
Yeah, but they've all got it to play for, so they're all up for it, and it's a worry. It really is.
Paul, give me your immediate reaction to the game.
It's not a bad game at all, mate. First half, fantastic. Second half, we let a silly goal in. And now we've just got one back, and hopefully we can just get that little win, 2-1 win. 10 minutes to go.
Talk to me about Roy Hodgson. He has replaced Patrick Vieira. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, actually, he's quite attacking the first half. I thought it was brilliant first half, you know, attacking. And usually we like sitting back and God knows what, though. But if they can play like that every bloody game, mate, I think we'll be all right.
Do you think it was the right decision to part ways with Patrick Vieira?
Well, I've heard there's been a few things said about there might have been some disturbances in the old training and God knows what. So I don't know if he's upset a few people. I don't know, but just the word of the mouth going around with all the Palace fans.
Do you think Roy Hodgson will be here next season, or do you think he's to steady the ship for this year?
If he can just sort us out for this year, then we've got to get someone into, you know, get the youngsters playing good football. Yeah.
It's quite a bizarre season in the fact that from 20 to 12th, anyone can sort of get sucked into that relegation battle. Have you got any concerns considering where Palace are at the moment?
I mean, first half Leicester were terrible. If we should have scored, you know, we should have got the early goals. But now they got that first goal, and then we come out and we'll have to get that equaliser. I mean, we've got to learn to put that ball away, really. Yeah. Really, got to get that first goal and then just get another one. Kill the game off.
We've had a lot of draws this season, in particular under Patrick Vieira.
It's frightening, mate. We seem to sort of want to play for a draw every now and then. I don't think it's, you know, we've got to bloody just win the games out. Not just get one goal, get two. Bloody sort it all out.
Will Crystal Palace have enough about them this year to stay in the Premier League? Will they be safe come May?
I do hope so, mate. I really do hope so. I think so, but, you know, you never know with this bloody Palace. We're always up and down.
With me, I've got lifelong Crystal Palace fan, Monty. Monty, give us your immediate reaction to today's game.
Sad. Very sorry. We was first half brilliant. Selhurst get injured. No team ain't collapsed. That's it. Then it's like a lucky goal we got. So sad. Lucky to stay up, I think.
Really? Do you think where Palace are on the table, they can get sucked into that relegation battle?
We are sucked in there. We are so sucked in there. It's unbelievable. We need 2 or 3 wins to stay up, and with Hodgson there, no, it's not going to happen.
Just going to come on to that. Are you a fan of Roy Hodgson returning?
When he first came at Palace, yes, I was. Second half, we've gone 5 steps back. You know what I mean? We've had Vieira, he was there. We played every top team in top. We had all the bottom teams playing now. He's gone. Now, you know what I mean?
Big point that. Do you think the run of fixtures that Patrick had didn't do him any favours? Now they've got a lot of the so-called easier games.
Easier games are here. They should have gave him 3 or 4 games more. Fantastico. And we would have won them under Patrick. 100%.
What do you think the reason for getting rid of Patrick Vieira was? Do you think it was to do with results, or do you think it was something else?
It is in the changing room. He got rid of Derry. You know what I mean? Something was there. So we don't know. But anyway, pub's open, guys.
Last question. Will Roy Hodgson be in charge of Crystal Palace next season, or do you think he's just going to steady the ship for someone else to come in?
If he does, I'm going to Brighton.
Massive result here at Selhurst Park. Crystal Palace 2, Leicester City 1. Give me your immediate reaction to the game.
Relief. Massive relief.
I feel that.
I can't believe... got to stay in that league.
Selhurst Park, Crystal Palace 2, Leicester City 1. Big result for Crystal Palace. Give me your immediate reaction. How do you assess the game?
Very late goal, but we were best in the first half. We should have won a little bit more, but Leicester came back at us. But at the end, we're there.
Are you happy with the board's decision to get rid of Patrick Vieira and reinstate former manager Roy Hodgson?
It's a little bit doubtful, but yeah, it was the right decision.
Have Crystal Palace got enough about them now, with this result in consideration, to stay in the Premier League this year?
Yeah, we'll stay up this season. The teams we got to play, we'll beat every one of them if we can.
Crystal Palace 2, Leicester City 1. Big result here at Selhurst Park. Give me your immediate reaction to the game.
Unbelievable, really. They played really well. I thought they were... That's the final. I come out just as they scored. I can't
out and missed the final goal. You must be a bit sick.
I know, because it was 1-1 all day long, really, 1-1 all day long. But Mateta's come through. What more can we say?
Boom, 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 boom.
How big of a result is this for Crystal Palace in terms of staying in the Premier League?
It's massive. We haven't won this year, so
we were just saying if it was 1-1, if it was 1-1, we're down. But now that 3 points makes a lot of difference. That's it.
Were the board right to part company with Patrick Vieira? What's your take on it?
Pleased.
we're all sad to see him go, really, aren't we? But you can't go 3 games without a shot on target. You can't go 3 months without winning the game. So
you drew a lot of games under Patrick.
You know, so let's onwards and upwards.
They were 11 tough games, and if you look at them, we got draws that we never thought we were going to get. But we weren't going to go into a relegation battle in that form. We needed to pick up, and I think we needed to change. Whether Roy was the right man, obviously today we've got the result, but who will know?
Will you be happy with Roy long term, or do you think he's to the end of the season?
No, he knows he's only here for 10 matches.
Yeah, that's it.
We're just going to stay up this year. That's all we're going to do.
And we're going to go and
confident they'll stay up.
We're going to
Now we've got the 3
celebrate.
points. Yeah, we're going to go.
Pitch football outside Selhurst Park. Crystal Palace 2, Leicester City 1. With me, I've got a very passionate Crystal Palace fan. Give us your immediate reaction to the game.
Just an amazing result. I thought we'd blown it at the end with the miss, and then we got a goal in at the death, and there was no coming back for Leicester. Palace had most of the game, deserved the 3 points. Another 6 points, I think we should be able to be safe this season.
What does this result mean for Crystal Palace in terms of staying in the Premier League?
Amazing result. Just hope we just carry on from now on and just get those last 2 victories. Maybe 1 draw should be enough.
Was you surprised by the departure of former manager Patrick Vieira? What's your take on it?
Not surprised. I mean, apparently the chairman couldn't get hold of him for 2 days. That's not good. It wasn't popular, the fact they got rid of our trainer, Sean Derry. That didn't go down well. And the fact is, he didn't win at all this year until Roy come back. Roy wouldn't have been my choice, but maybe he's the man. Great stuff. Just can't believe it.
Do you think the fans are going to really get behind Roy in the next 10 games?
Next 9 games.
9 games, rather.
Yeah, I'm sure they will. Yeah, I mean, he'll be if he can keep him up, he'll be a hero. Fantastic stuff.
It's such a weird season, all the way from 20th to 12th. Anyone can get dragged into it. I can't remember it being like that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I know. I've been supporting him since 1964. I've gone through a lot of heartache, and you just have to take these sort of games. I mean, it was just when they got that window, it was just unbelievable.
These are the moments I suppose you support Palace for.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, an unfashionable team. They haven't got all the money in the world, and good luck to them. We just have to take these wins. Normally 10 wins, you're okay. We've now got 7. Another couple, I think, hopefully should do it. Right.
Uncle Roy returns.
Yeah.
Crystal Palace 2, Leicester City 1. Give me your immediate reaction to the game.
Roy Hodgson's legend. JP, thank you very much.
Were they right to get rid of manager Patrick Vieira and go for former manager Roy Hodgson? What's your take on it?
Yeah, should have got rid of him. 12 games out of win, not good enough.
Will Palace stay up this season? They got enough about them?
Of course we will. Eagles.
Pitch football, Crystal Palace 2, Leicester City 1. With me, I've got Crystal Palace fan Chris. Give me your immediate reaction to the game.
Yeah, it was a good result today. Roy coming back probably gave him a bit of impetus that we didn't have in the past. So, yeah, I think it's a great result for us today. Looked like it was going to go the other way, but we got the win, got the 3 points.
How big a result is this with the implications of staying in the Premier League this season?
Well, all the other teams down the bottom are picking up points. We're not picking them up, but today we did, so it just gives us a bit of breathing space.
What are your thoughts on Crystal Palace parting ways with Patrick Vieira?
I think he did a good job there, but I think he might have lost the supporters and the fans a little bit as well. The players, there was a bit of problem going on in the dressing room, I understand, but I think Roy's just brought the belief back.
Uncle Roy returns.
Uncle Roy returns.
Are you pleased that the board have turned to Roy Hodgson to be saviour of the club? What's your thoughts on Roy returning?
Well, he knows the club. He knows everything about the players. So I think this is a good thing till the end of the season, just to get us out of this hole we're in at the moment, and then we can look after the season ends.
Do you think that'll be the decision? Roy's just a short term to steady the ship?
Yeah, I think it's just a stopgap, yeah.
Can they do it? Will they do it? Will they stay in the Premier League this year?
Tough one. I hopefully think they'll stay there, but it's tough. It's a tough season this season. They're all good clubs down the bottom, so fingers crossed.
What is going on here, fellas? Give me an insight. What's going on?
Well, I got given this as a Christmas present by my girlfriend, and obviously Patrick was our manager at that particular time. So we thought we'd bring him along to the game today because he's going to be, at a loose end, nothing to do, ain't got a job anymore, and unfortunately he got confiscated on the way in.
He's brought you a bit of luck, to be fair. Big Pat's brought you a bit of luck today.
Yeah, well, he's made Mateta score a goal, which is like something I never thought I'd see again. So,
unbelievable result. All jokes aside, were the board right to part company with the big man Patrick Vieira?
I think they jumped a bit soon myself. I think with the fixtures we had left, we were not going to go down, but. Today's been a much better performance, though, in all honesty. So, new manager bounce and all that.
Will Crystal Palace stay in the Premier League this season? I know they've played a lot of the harder teams under Patrick Vieira with a running games left. Have they got enough about them to keep their Premier League status?
Yeah, although Will could be out for a while, that's going to be a bit of a blow. But yeah, I think with the fixtures we got left, points we got on the board now, I think we'd be fine.
So tell us the story then. You've turned up. You've got this for your birthday. You've turned up with we've turned up with Big Pat, and they won't let you in the ground with him.
No, they I don't know. I said, look, what if I turned up with an Andy Johnson shirt, you'd let me in. I saw someone with a scarf with Vieira's face on it, but I don't know whether the size of him was too big. I don't know.
Maybe you had to pay for a seat.
Yeah, I didn't get a ticket for him. That's probably what it was.
Crystal Palace 2, Leicester City 1. Last minute winner here for Palace. Give us your immediate reaction to the game.
I was not impressed by Palace throughout the game, not impressed at all. I thought their lack of pressing, was shocking. I almost walked out when Leicester were 1-0 up. No threats going forward, but being a Palace fan, it's a roller coaster ride, and that's what Palace do. Nicked a winner. I'm not sure it was really worthy, but like it's 3 points, and we need them right now. So
I was going to say, how big of a result is this, considering where Palace are and the table and the teams below them?
Massive, absolutely massive. Like massive result for Palace. What we needed. I don't agree with the change in the manager. Like, we're a difficult team to beat. We just can't score, and that's the thing in this league. You need to score. It's simple, isn't it?
Patrick Vieira drew a lot of games. He did draw a lot of games. I know there are games that some say Palace may be expected to lose, but he did draw a lot of games. What's your take on his exit? Are you happy or disappointed that Patrick Vieira is no longer here?
I think it's a backward step from the board. I think the board need to look at themselves, but they get 3 points today. They could probably say it's the right decision and be happy with themselves, but I'm not sure from the fans' point of view if that's right or wrong.
If Hodgson steadies the ship and does keep him in the Premier League, will he be the man at the helm next season, or do you think someone else should come in?
100% not. No, it's a stopgap for the club. Hodgson is obviously Palace. Like, we appreciate what he's done for the club and stuff like that, but you've got to move forward as a club, and Vieira was, I think, moving the club forward. We just struggled with goals. That's all it was.
Crystal Palace 2, Leicester City 1, all the way from Germany. I've got some Crystal Palace fans. Great to have you with us, boys.
Yeah, we're here in Crystal Palace. Normally we come from Germany. Frankfurt is here to Frankfurt to visit here. Crystal Palace was a great game. Perfect.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. What was your take on the match today? How did you assess Crystal Palace performance?
It was a nice performance. But my favorite is that we are in the last Nachspielzeit.
In the last time, yeah.
The last time, how do you say it in English? In the last time, we jubel with the Palace fans. It was such a great thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to talk something. The best player from Crystal Palace, I think, from Germany. It's number 10. Number 10. It's easy or Isse. It's a Esse. Oh, it's the best player.
Why do you support Crystal Palace? What was the affiliation and love for this club come from? Where does that start?
We have 3 opinions. It's Arsenal, Chelsea, or Crystal Palace. And now we go to Crystal Palace. It's all but gold. It's all but gold, man.
Is it CPFC?
Yeah, CPFC.
On that note, boys, I've got to say it's great to get you on, and thank you very much for your time. Yeah, of course you can get on, man. Give us give us your thoughts on the game. How do you assess it?
It was all right, to be fair. I thought Elise, he's got quality. So has Zaha, but I don't like that seeing it that way. To be honest, I ain't even a Palace fan, but I come for the vibes, innit? And Palace are a good side with a good atmosphere. So I'm rating it.
What's your take on it?
If you want a Palace fan, then you've got to speak to me, innit? No, listen. I think the game is great. As long as we stay up, above Aston Villa and up, they're all safe, innit?
Yeah.
But from us down, it's a bit scary right now. But that win, it does a lot. So I'm very, very, very happy with the performance. And yeah, I hope Roy does the job to stay us up, same as Sean Dyche is doing with Everton. I really do hope that he helps us stay up.
Crystal Palace 2, Leicester City 1. Big result for Palace. Give us your immediate reaction to the game.
Amazing, unexpected result from Roy Hodgson. Didn't expect that, with him coming back. I was a little bit disappointed that having him appointed back. I didn't think he'd take the role, but now we've got him back and he's had that result, he's totally forgiven.
That's what I was going to say. Come with a bit of a shock. Was it a shock to you that Patrick Vieira departed the club in the manner he did?
Yeah, major shock actually. I didn't expect that. I thought we'd give him another couple of games at least. His system seemed to be okay. We had a really tough run of games, which we didn't lose at, but we had those draws, and we expected to lose on a lot of them games. So, I think that was a bit unfair on him really. The system he worked, the style of play was good, although we didn't get the results, and not spending money on the club, I think that was the biggest problem.
Yeah. They lacked a striker, and they did draw a lot of games under Patrick, but if you look at it, they were maybe some of the games you were expected not to get anything.
Yeah, exactly, and just to get a draw, I thought, to win those points, to scrape them points like Newcastle and that, I thought that was okay. So I thought that was a bit unfair, in my opinion.
Club have turned to Uncle Roy. He's back. What are your thoughts on Roy Hodgson's return?
Yeah, I'll be amazed if we keep him next season, but it's nice to see him back. He's obviously passionate about the club. He's a Palace man through and through, so, you know, safe pair of hands. It will stop us from going into a relegation battle. He certainly proved that today. So, yeah, I don't know, but, yeah, it's nice to see him, I suppose.
Will Palace stay in the Premier League this season? 9 games to go. Has Roy Hodgson got enough to rejuvenate the squad? Can they score some more goals? What's your take on it?
Yeah, definitely. We got that squad. We got that class in the squad. What with Zaha's hamstring, how that's going to play out, and whether Mateta carries on scoring now, I don't know. But I think even without that, we'll still be all right.